Welcome to the video tutorial on Hello World on NeoCompiler Eco using VSCode plus devcontainer. This is a tutorial for Neo's research community in November 2022. So welcome. Today we are going to discuss some topics like cloning the NeoCompiler Eco project using git clone, launching the VSCode IDE, setting up some devcontainer using Docker, launching local NeoCompiler Eco N3 network, and compiling and executing a local Hello World example on C#. So let's start. First, you can go to the project. I can put the links below. We just clone like the project. Let's hope this works because I'm trying this for the first time. Okay, so good. Cloned. Let's open the IDE. So what's about these dev containers? VS Code, I suppose, nowadays many people are using, but still, let's take a look on this IDE here. What is different? So what we want to do here is to launch some isolation for this process. For this is a blockchain, like a blockchain experimentation tool called NeoCompiler Eco. So we will open it in some isolated setup here that we call Docker outside Docker. So at this point, I suppose you have Docker installed in your computer, and I suppose also you are using rootless configuration of Docker, which is safer. So let's see if I choose correctly. Docker outside of Docker. This one is fine. So okay, you just need to put the dev container extension on VS Code. So what's nice here is that we have a greater layer of isolation between applications. So you can, oh, that's good, it crashed. So this is an important thing. Why it crashed? Because we are using the rootless configuration. So I now put my complete configuration here that I can also share with you. I'll reduce the zoom. Okay, so I just so I can show what is here. This part is like standard. So the big difference here is this part, remote environment. This part, in fact, it comes from the standard, but this here, I'm exposing my local Docker socket to the application. So the internal application will use my Docker installed in my computer. That it's rootless, so it has fewer powers than usual. This mounts is also important. We have some command here to install compose after launching, and I'm running this container as root. Because my container is already, let me save this, is already rootless, so this is fine. And in fact, Docker nowadays is requiring this thing. So let's see if it works. No work yet. Good. I think I need to rebuild and reopen. Okay. So what's it supposed to do? When it works, it's supposed to open the IDE here, and I can navigate and work as I was inside the container, which is very, very safe. I already did this before, so the image is already downloaded, so I hope it's much faster than usual. So the first time it may take more time. Okay, so my container is set up. So I'm inside the Docker here, I'm inside some container. So what I do is usually build everything. So what is this? The build everything will set up my Docker for a NeoCompiler here. I hope it reuses a lot of things, otherwise it will take some time. So what it's doing? It is set up in a local network with 4 nodes, and it's also set up in the compile environment for you not to need to install anything else. So this is C# smart contract here. So we have this compiler here, and we hope in the future we will also support like many other compilers from the community. In fact, it's quite easy. So we are open to contributions also. So this is, we have Java, big Java community, Golang community also, and Python community, and others. So I think it's quite easy to put this here. So let's wait. And while this waits, what will happen when it works? We will have some local website at port 8000 that will okay, so now it's running, so we can come here and reopen this. So I'll refresh. Okay, so now the website's here. So this website has everything, has a local blockchain. A blockchain is really fast here. Look at block 89, so it's really fast network, really stable consensus. So what we do here is now we are going to compile some hello world. So I will just put this here. So what is this smart contract? This smart contract here, I hope you are already familiar with the concept of blockchain, especially Neo blockchain, and also what is the smart contract. But in fact, it's just some code that is running on a blockchain. So we have some guarantees that it executes correctly. In this case, it only has two methods. It's very simple. What it does, this is C#. So when it's deployed, when we put this in the network, it will write world inside the key hello. So it's like a database that is inside this contract, and store this in this contract. So this is a local memory for the contract. This is useful to keep state going on after transactions are put on this blockchain. So in this case, the only operation we do here is write, so we cannot change much, but you can also update this contract and make it much more complex, like tokens and stuff. Okay, so this is other method that just reads what's written in the hello position of this smart contract. Very simple contract. So we go to the wallet, we see that this guy has a lot of money. Okay, local money. So we choose this guy. So let's deploy this, let's compile the contract. Let's see if this works. So compile. So the good thing here is that the compiler is also installed, so you don't need to install anything. And remember, very isolated from your computer. Okay, so compiled. So this generated this address here for this contract, and this is the contract compiled. So now we put this on the blockchain. So just deploy it. So let's deploy. We pay some fees, but we have money. Okay. Activity. So now the operation is successful. So we go again here, and now we are going to interact with this contract. You remember what we did on deploy? We just wrote world on key hello. So we can already read the storage. So now we use this magic here. What is this magic? Let's go to conversion. So I want to check the hello. What is hello? This is in hex, and now this is in base 64. So good, it's the same. So get contract. Oh, unknown contract. So I didn't select the contract. Good. Get storage. So this is the result. What is this number here? Let's see here. Let's do the opposite. This is this hex. This is this. Okay, world. So the contract answer me that it's written hello world on the key hello. It's very simple. But we can also invoke commands. For example, I'll invoke my method. So I invoke the method, and now okay, I can send it. And what happens is that let's see the result activity. So what happened here is that, let's see, it returns this value. So remember the code. So this is world, we already learned that. So this is what it does. It returns some string. So that's it, very short tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. So next time, more tutorials. Bye bye.